So now I'm going to start the pre-trip on the inside of the bus. These are my student handrails. They are not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces, and they're securely mounted to the frame of the bus. I have my student stairwell. There is no bubbles, no cuts or abrasions, and no dirt or debris that would hinder the students entering the bus. This is my stairwell loading lamp. It is white in color. It is not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces, and it's securely mounted to the frame of the bus. Then I'm going to enter the bus, 3 points of contact the whole way in. And I'm going to stop here so that you can see. I have my emergency triangles are here. They are securely mounted to the frame of the bus. It is not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces. My fire extinguisher is securely mounted to the frame of the bus. It is not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces, and it's in date. My first aid kit is securely mounted to the frame of the bus. It is not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces. My body fluid cleanup kit is securely mounted to the frame of the bus, and it is not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces. Then I'm going to fully enter the bus. Up here, I'm going to make sure that I put the door back into the air-driven side of the lever. First thing I'm going to do up here is take the key and put it in run position. Let the gauges do their sweep. Okay, that is complete. So I'm going to turn and I'm going to look down the aisle of the bus. There is no dirt or debris. There is nothing hindering the student's ability to walk down the aisle. There's no bubbles or abrasions. I am going to walk to the back of the bus, checking the tops of each seat on my way back. Here, I can also talk about the interior lamps. They are white in color. They are not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces, and they're securely mounted to the frame of the bus, as I'm still checking each and every one of my seats. I'm getting all the way back here. I still have more interior lights that I could be looking at, checking all of my seats. As I get here, my emergency exit door is clearly labeled. My handle is here. I'm going to lift it up. The alarm is sounding, pushing it open, closing it back, locking the door. As you can tell, the alarm did go off because I turned the bus into the on position. Here is a silver button. It is the No Child Left Behind button. We will demonstrate how that works in a moment. On my way back to the front, I am going to be checking each and every seat from the bottom. Checking the windows as well. And then also here is my emergency roof hatch. It's clearly marked emergency exit. Has a rubber seal. It is not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces, and it's not leaking. The way that this works, to partially open it, is just by slightly pushing it up and or pulling it back down. You can also do the pushing up slightly back here and pulling it back down. In order to make it the emergency exit, you have to turn this lever into the to exit portion and then push really hard. This plastic piece will disconnect and slam all the way open so that kids can exit the bus. Also, I have an emergency exit window here, and it is clearly labeled. The way that this works is you lift up on this, the alarm sounds, you push it out, let it come back, and lock it back. You have 4 of them. All of them work the same way. You choose which one you want to operate. You only have to demonstrate one. So checking the bottoms of each seat again as you continue up the front of the bus. I have another emergency exit clearly labeled, and there's nothing hindering the ability to exit the bus there Or on this side, I have the two here, clearly labeled. Checking the bottoms of the seats, my second emergency roof hatch. The rubber seal is not leaking, not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces, clearly labeled, and you work it the same way. That is it for the back of the bus. Now we're moving forward to the driver's compartment. So the first thing that you do in the driver's compartment is sit down in the seat. Before you turn on the bus, you put on your seatbelt. As you're putting on your seatbelt, you're going to say that it's securely mounted to the frame of the bus, to the floor of the bus, and that your seatbelt is not cracked, damaged, or frayed. You're going to, put it into the female portion, and that the female portion is securely mounted to the floor of the bus. You're going to put your bus into start. The first thing that you can do is close the door. Okay, so now that we're over here in the driver's compartment, I can show you how my door, or my driver's window, works. So it's shut now. All I have to do is pull this portion forward and pull that with my thumb, and it will slide back. The same goes back here. You can pull that with your thumb and then pull the window forward. So we're gonna leave it open for now. So we're gonna start on this side, working our way from left to right with the buttons. This is my no noise. So right now we have it in normal. I'm going to come down here and turn on the AC for a second so that we have noise. I'm going to turn this on, and as you can tell, the AC just went off. This button we use at railroad tracks. It turns off the noise so that we can listen clearly for the trains. It does not work for children, sorry. So I'm going to turn that back on, turn that off for a second. This here is for your heater, low, high. And then my driver dome light is on, not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces, and securely mounted. Then we talked about our interior lights for our students. Now they're all on in working order. I'm going to turn that off. This here is our strobe light. Turn it on. We use that for inclement weather. Turn it off. And this is our low, medium, and high for our AC. So turn your AC on. We are on low, medium, high. Off. This is our master switch and our amber switch all in one. So the way that this one works is you're going to turn it into the on position. Then when you're about 300 feet from your stop, you'll hit the amber. Your amber lights will come on. You can see that in your crossover mirrors. You can also see right here that the amber indicator light is on. So now when I am at my stop and I'm ready for my children to load my bus, I will open my door, and now my reds have activated, my red loading lights, and my stop signs have deployed. And because I turned on my master switch and I opened my door, the No Child Left Behind has been activated, which is that silver button at the back of the bus. So when you return to park your bus, you have to turn the bus into accessory. You have 15 seconds to go back to the back of the bus and press that button before all alarms go off. So now I'm going to shut my door, and now all of my red lights and my stop signs have now gone off. When I get to my next stop, 300 feet from it, all I have to do is hit the amber again, and my amber lights will come on automatically. Then when I'm ready to stop and open my door, my stop signs and my red loading lights will come on. When I'm done for the day, all I have to do is turn my master switch back off make sure you turn it off, because when you don't and you return to base, it's not going to let you turn off the no child left behind. Okay, so this is our dimmer switch, increase and decrease. These switches here are for driver and passenger flat and convex mirrors. This is our headlights. Straight in the center is off. This is parking. This is parking and headlights. I'm going to leave them in the headlight position for a moment, because when you pull this forward, it's a quick release, or you can push it back and it stays on. My indicator light is telling me that I have my brights on. So I'm going to turn that off, sorry. And I'm going to turn that back off. I'm going to turn my windshield wipers on to show you that they work, turn them back off. And I'm going to press this yellow button to show you that the windshield washer fluid works. As I told you outside that I would show you that they work inside. Okay, here is my red switch for my four-way flashers, or my hazard lights, whichever one you want to call them. So on and off. I'm going to go right. My right light indicator is working here, and you can see in your right crossover mirror that your right turn signal is working. Left, my left indicator is working, and then in my left crossover mirror, my indicator or light is working. So on this side, I have my light test switch, which is how you will do your everyday pre-trip. When you come in, turn the bus on, hit that switch. Every light on the outside of this bus is activated. You walk around the bus, check your lights. When you're done, come back in, hit it again, and it turns everything off. This is your, I just went blank. What did I call that earlier? Exhaust region, park region button, sorry. Most mechanics will handle this. It has to do with your exhaust system. When it gets built up, all you have to do is park in an area that's not near grass or trees, press it, and your bus will start to release all of those toxins. But you can't be near grass or trees because it will set stuff on fire. This is your AC on. This is your directional switch and your temperature switch. So turn that back off, because you can tell that that just raised my idle. And that is it for all of the buttons. So now we're going to go into our gauges. This is our water gauge. Right now we're sitting at about 170 degree. This is our oil. We're sitting at about 40 PSI. Our RPMs, we're idling right now at about 1100. Our speedometer, I don't know why I call it miles per hour, because I think that's what it says down here. But our speedometer is at 0 because we're not moving. This is our fuel, our diesel. We're almost at full. This is the DEF tank indicator, so we are at full there. These are our air tanks, our primary and our secondary. Right now we are sitting at 127 PSI in both tanks. And then the last thing that you have to actually push is your horn. Your horn works. This is my sun visor. It's securely mounted to the bus. It is not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces. And then my student mirror. It is securely mounted, not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces. And then from this seat, I can see all 7 of my mirrors. And they are all in position for me to be able to drive this bus. So that is it in the driver's compartment.